How's it going, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making Groot, baby Groot in a plant pot. So I've got an idea of kind of how I'm going to do it. I'm going to get, hang on, let me get it. I'm going to use one of these cups, and then I'm going to go around it with some thin foam to make it look like a plant pot. And then I'm going to get some wire. This is just some aluminium craft wire. Really easy to cut and easy to bend about, and as an armature for the for Groot. So then that's going to basically be going in there. I'm going to probably use some hot glue. So I'm going to use some hot glue to stick this in there, and then also I'm going to go over it with some tin foil, which is good for making armatures and building it up. And then after I've done that, I am going to go over it with this, which is Super Sculpting. This is a polymer clay, and when you put it in the oven, it makes it go hard. So it stays really soft. So this is the Living Doll by Super Sculpt from Super Sculpting. See that there? There you go, Living Doll from Super Sculpting. So yeah, once I've made the armature and I've made the base and everything, I'm going to go over it with this, start sculpting it, and then put it in the oven. And then we can start detailing it all up. I'm going to use some of this fake moss. I think this is real moss, but it's like been dried out, so you can use it for craft. I'm going to put that inside of the plant pot to make it look like, well, really naturist, whatever. And yeah, so let's get into it. Right, so the armature's finished. I've used the aluminium wire, then just hot glued this at the top for his arms, and with a little bit of tin foil just there for the head. And now all I've got to do, oh yeah, and also a little bit of foam board in here just to build a little bit there so I can put all the moss at the bottom. Once I've finished building it up with this, I've just got to put it in the oven for about 30 minutes or so on a low heat, and then it will be ready to paint. So let's carry on. Right, so it's completely covered in clay now. It's a little bit wobbly because it's top heavy, obviously, because there's a lot up here. What I'm going to do, probably add some more to the bottom and then roll up some vines and just sort of wrap them round to create that the vine look, and then finish the top and add more of the right sort of shape there. And yeah, so I'm just going to do that, add some vines and stuff, and then start going and working in the details and the eyes and stuff. But yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah.
Right, so I finished adding all the clay now. I've added all the details and stuff. So I've added all the details and that. It's not perfect at the moment, but I'm going to try and recover a lot of it with the paint job. And also finishing the eyes and that. But as you can see, all the vines and stuff are done. So all I've got to do now is bake this and then start painting it. So I use this Citadel paint, Abaddon Black, to base it in. Right, so it's all finished now. I've done some dry brushing in different tones of brown. Done a little bit of dry brush of green to make it look like a bit of moss and stuff, and I also added some moss at the bottom here, and some gloss in the eyes. Yeah, so there's some gloss in the eyes there, just give him a bit more lifelike look. And yeah, he is finished. Yeah, so I'm quite happy how he turned out. Actually, he looks pretty cool. Yeah, I'm just going to put him on my shelf probably. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and until next time, I am Groot.